Hi guys, hello, assalamu alaikum. My name is Iman. I study in grade 5. I am 10 years old. So, welcome back to the channel. Today's story is the red shoes. So, let's start the story. There was a small girl who lived with her mother. They were very poor, they had nothing to eat. By the way, the girl had no shoes. Her mother she made shoes of wood which were like very hard and she could not bear them. So one day, the wood scratched her ankle and it was bleeding blood out of it. So she sat down and waited for it to stop. After it stopped, she looked nearly to found an item to like stop the bleeding. So she looked either right and left, and then she found a box. She opened the box and there was a beautiful pair of red shoes inside the box. She was surprised as the shoes had rubies on it. She took the box to her mother and said, "Mother, mother, look what I found." Her mother said, "There might be someone else. They might be looking for it. Please put it back." As her mother was not feeling well that day, she was coughing and she had to listen to her mother and said, "Okay, mom," although she desperately wanted those shoes. She said, "Okay." So she put them back. After some days, her mother was very ill and she passed away. On the funeral of her mother, she wore those red shoes. Everyone at the funeral looked here at her shoes and whispering started. So just then a carriage came out. There was an old woman sitting in that with a soldier. On the soldier was riding the horse. The old woman said, "You have no one to care about. No one will care for you. I'll care for you and make you my own daughter." She took the girl home when she was only 5 years old. She grew her up but with the red shoes, after when she was stepping in the carriage, she said, "Please put those red shoes in some bin. They do not look good on you." So she wanted a shelter, so she did that as well. But time grew and she was very stubborn. As one day they had to go to another funeral, she had no black shoes, so her mother said, "Let's go to the shop and buy you some black shoes." So they went to the shop. After buying the red shoes, they were on the counter when she rushed to something, and there were the red shoes with rubies on it. She said, "I want this, I want this, I want this." Her mother, the old woman, had no choice but to take it. She said, "I'll give you, but you have to promise that you will not wear that on the funeral." She said, "Okay," but she desperately wanted everyone to see that. So her dress was black and it was long, but not that long that they could cover her foot. So she said, "Let me hide the red shoes in the frock." She put it a bit down, but when she went to the funeral again, it went the same size as it was, so it brushed up again and everyone could see her foot. So everyone could see her foot, and the soldier was also there, and the old woman too. She was angry but couldn't say a thing. She said, and whispering again went on and on. Everyone whispered and gazed at the red shoes. After that, she started dancing at the funeral. Everyone was surprised to see that, but she was turning round and round like a ballerina, like a ballerina. Dun 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 dun. She went round and round and round and round and round. She went deep into forest, and the thorns, the they were so sharp, the thorns. They hit her foot and was badly hurt. After that, she managed, like she was hurt by something. She tripled over it and she fell to the ground. Thank goodness, she thanked to God that his slippers were off. She went home, but she lost her leg and she now could only stand up with a stick. So they went. The old woman said, I told you not to be stubborn and you know that. So one day they went to shopping. She was now cured and she had learned a moral. So now she was good. She went to shopping with her mother, the old woman. They went with her, and as they opened the door, it was something. It was the red shoes with little rubies on it. And she said, oh my God. She closed the door again. She don't want it to dance again and again. So she prayed. The old one said, please pray to God and tell him to get you out of this situation. She prayed to God. Then she saw the old soldier standing there. He had wings and he was a fairy. He said, I know how stubborn you are. I've been watching you for days and days. And I wanted to teach you a lesson for that. So I casted a spell on the shoes. She said, I've learned a moral. Please. I want to go. I don't want to be with those shoes forever. And the soldier said, I think you have learned a lesson. And then she was free with the spell forever. I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, please like the channel, and if bring like a little smile and you want to, and please spread the smile by sharing this video to your friends. Till then, oh yeah, and if you have have you opened a new channel, please tell me and I will subscribe that channel and like the videos too. Okay, so till then, tata and bye bye.